We're also learning more details about the planning that went into Saturday's attack by Hamas. NBC News reporting that documents recovered that were taken basically from the bodies of Hamas members actually had a coordinated plan to try to target Israeli schools and youth centers and take hostages, potentially children, inside an Israeli village near Gaza. Joining us now from Ashdod, Israel, is NBC News foreign correspondent Raf Sanchez. Raf, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, Ari, my colleague Anna Schechter and I have new reporting that shows that far from Hamas's claim that it does not target children being true, in fact, they drew up detailed plans to send Hamas gunmen, terrorists, to surround specific schools in a number of kibbutzim close to the Gaza border, with instructions to these terrorists to kill as many people as they could and to take hostages. Now, the hostages are seen as important bargaining chips by Hamas, and they had detailed plans, almost a human relay, that one squad would snatch the hostages from these schools, from these youth centers, and they would then be transferred on to other squads whose mission was to get them back into Gaza, where they could be imprisoned and eventually used as bargaining chips. Now, the tactics outlined in these documents, which were found by Israeli officials on the bodies of Hamas terrorists, were the tactics that were executed by these gunmen in the field. It describes in detail using columns of motorcycles to move these fast-acting squads from one kibbutz to the other. We see them moving street by street, surrounding specific areas. Ultimately, this attack was carried out in the very early hours of a Saturday morning, so these schools were not in session, these classrooms were not full of kids, but the intention appears to have been there. Hamas, rather cynically today, released some video showing some of these terrorists holding Israeli children during some of the sieges that went on in these kibbutzim. They released this video trying to give the impression that somehow they were kind to children, they were compassionate to children as they carried out a legitimate military action against Israeli troops. But those claims undermined not only by these documents that Anna and I are reporting, but also by these just absolutely gruesome photographs put out by the Israeli government showing the charred corpses of babies as well as other babies who have been shot. Ari.
Understood. And thank you for walking us through that, what is new reporting here at Friday night, East Coast time. Raf Sanchez, I hope you and your team stay safe.